This is Name for Children. I'd said my quarter for Kappa, and this is the first time on my channel. My name is Retro. I used to review cartoon series, anime series, or something computer random. And today we'll talk about the Netflix movie called Willoughbys. Now let's get started. Now the Willoughbys actually based on the book. I never read the book, but I can say one thing about the book in the movie, and the book does not have any of the original art style. I mean, you could see the book, this super simple art style, and you compare it to the movie, they took a lot of liberties. I mean, they basically put up a lot of personality of the character of design. It's something that you could easily just, wow, yeah, they really run with this, because in my opinion, the art style is gorgeous, it's interesting, the character design are so popping and give it sort of personality. I mean, you can tell who is who automatically. There's something that really stands out. That's the only thing I can really say about the book in the movie. Besides that, the story of the Willoughbys is about the family sort of legacy is sort of tarnished because of the parents. Because how the narrator explains the Willoughbys are kind of legacy people, because they are smart, strong, brave, they did incredible things, they were basically adventurers, scientists, warriors. But at the very end, at least the father who puts care of these kids is carrying on the legacy of their intelligence and their kind of their history of awesomeness, kind of thrown on the trash, because the father doesn't really care about anything, only his wife and him, and not the kids. And basically forces out of the picture, just them, only them, because they don't have space for the children. And you feel sorry for the kids, because their parents are horrible. They don't feed them, they don't have clothes for them. They actually, even they have like a twins, they don't give them names on the twins. They give it one name so both of them can share. That's just sort of horrible and unspeakable. But the interesting thing is the parents are goddamn hilarious. I mean, they're funny, very over the top, crazy, but at the same time you hate them. They have this very perfect balance of love and hate of these two characters, but you can understand the kids why they want to get rid of them. They want officially to be orphans because they can't deal with this anymore. They want to be loved. They want to be, yeah, I'm here. But I love it, the kids decide to sort of kind of trick them to get out of the house, go this grand adventure, and they find they succeeded. And now what? That is the interesting part. They don't dwell on it that much, because they did not notice their parents actually call a nanny. During that time, they were sort of not sure how to feed themselves, make food, or what to do next. That was sort of interesting for a few seconds. They didn't linger on that, because out of nowhere a nanny reappeared, and the nanny doesn't have a name. In fact, most of the characters don't have names. They're just labeled as the nanny, as the father, as the mother, and usually focus on Tim, the oldest son, who basically trying to please their parents. And at the same time, you realize he becoming like his father in a way, and you see him sort of struggling to understand what he did wrong. And you also have his sister, who is happy to be free, but at the same time, what if we do something else? And is interesting, because they're not sure where they're going, especially with the nanny who came in, who basically take care of them, actually cares about the children. But I love it, the children are not sure about the nanny. They feel untrusted. In other words, that's just so interesting, because how her parents abuses them in a way, so it makes sense how they not very welcoming of the nanny. But you see how they sort of build their relationship, how they're trying to get rid of her, trying to figure out the next step, but at the very end they sort of figured it out. That's all I can say, because the movie is one of those things you need to see because it's just so charming and wonderful and very hopeful. It's giving the good feeling now, because it's just so special, especially how the humor is so clever and funny, and some of the jokes that really pop out because of the animation. You just, wow, it's just, I can't say anything better about this. It's just so good. Especially they have a lot of comments about how people abuse kids, how the child services take care of the kids. They say they kind of useful and useless because it depends on the child. I mean, they have a lot of opinions, but they don't preach it. They sort of show you as a joke in a way to make you a little bit think how this sort of process works. And that's basically it. It's interesting. It's fun. It's simple, but it delivered and well executed. Especially the song. I mean, there's one song, I don't remember the title of the song, but it's sung over and over again in the movie, but it's not annoying. It's really good song. I recommend after you end of the movie, just hear the song, because the song is good. You can't miss it. That's the song and the young sister sings usually 3 times. In the final, you don't want to hear the full song because how good it is. Well, I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.